A very good morning to you, boys and girls. It's Tuesday, the 5th of February, 2019. Welcome along to this morning's United Kingdom Talk, coming to you from Bracknell, Berkshire. And it is a special day today, guys and girls. It is, as well as many other people's, my birthday. Yes! Oh, here it comes. How it comes. Here it comes. Here it goes. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Me, happy birthday, me. Happy birthday to me. Oh my God. How sad is that? Singing to yourself on your own birthday. As you can hear, I'm not in the best of voices this morning. I picked up this cold from my cow niece, who purposely breathed in my face while I was up north last week. And I've got this. And my sister's got it as well, actually. And actually Maureen in the pub as well, but possibly a different strain. But I reckon Maureen's got a different strain. I don't think you've got the same as us. But yeah, I've got this. The worst part of it is I'm having trouble swallowing on that side. Do you know what I mean? When I go, that hurts. That hurts. I think that's the gland up on that side. And a minor cough, which isn't too bad at all. I feel, on a scale of 1 to 10, I feel about 6.5, 7. So that's not too bad. It's not getting any worse. But it's not eating. Eating is fine and all that business. It's like every time you swallowed what's that stuff? The saliva down. And I think there's more of it going down to try and, I suppose, alleviate whatever's going on down there. But one of those things. But like I said yesterday, we must carry on like mummy's brave little soldiers, even on one's birthday. I can't believe in 4 years' time, I'll be 60. Oh my God. How I got to this age, I don't know. If you knew what we used to do at the raves at a place called Turnmills Trade in the 90s, you'd think to yourself, how has he managed to get there? Oh, God. I took it easy yesterday. I didn't do any swimming or anything at all after the show. And I watched a film. I've nearly got to the end of it. And again, it's on Netflix. I'm watching a lot of stuff on Netflix now, more so than normal television. I've kind of made that crossover as well now because there's so much stuff on there. Yeah, and you bring up that list of things and you've got to know, you've got to have an idea of what you want to watch. Otherwise, you just don't find anything. Pages and pages of films and TV shows on Netflix. And sometimes when I go over to my mate's house, shall we watch something on that? And he's never got a clue what he wants to watch, you see. That's the trouble with him. I'll go over to my mate's house and he'll bring up the screen. 20 minutes later, we're still trying to blooming find something. He's the same in the shopping centre, dear. He's the same in Waitrose or Aldi, where he also shops. But I'm not supposed to tell you that. He does have a look round Aldi as well sometimes. And he's in there and he might be standing in front of the tea section and can't decide what brand of tea to buy this time. Hours he spends in it. And same very indecisive. In a restaurant, going out to a pizza restaurant. Now, what would you buy in a pizza restaurant? A pizza. So I go in there and I said, yeah, I'll have a margarita with some pineapple on it, please. What do you want? Oh, I'm just having a look. And he'll have to look through the entire menu before he tries to buy something. A bit like those people that go in McDonald's. You know, they go in every day and then they get to the front. Yes, can I help you, sir? Oh, and they're looking at the menu. You know that little lit up menu about, oh, shall I? Oh, I think I'll have, and they end up ordering the same thing that they've had every other day that week. Try and be more decisive, people. Honestly, try and be more decisive. Anyway, so yesterday I watched this film, Polar, which is about this ex-hitman. You know, he used to go around murdering people. I suppose that's not a bad living at all, is it really? Going around murdering the odd person here and there. You know, if you're lucky, you'll get someone that you don't like. That's like a double bonus, really, isn't it? When you think about it. You know, he gets paid, I don't know, how much does it cost to murder someone? I suppose it depends who it is. For example, if you was to murder me, probably a few £100. You'd only get a few £100. If it was like someone off the telly, I don't know, Piers Morgan, someone like that, or Gemma Collins, that might probably not Gemma Collins. No, I mean you'd never get a bullet through her, would you? You think about that. You could have an automatic. Now, what are those guns called? The things where you push the button and lots of bullets come. An automatic weapon, I think it's called an automatic weapon. You can AK-47. That seems to be the one that all the terrorists have, isn't it? An AK-47. If you fired one of those at Gemma Collins, the bullets would just bounce off, wouldn't they? The bullets, and if you was trying to shoot her while she's on Dancing on Ice. I mean, every time she falls over, the bullets would accidentally hit someone else. And I don't think, correct me if you're wrong, if we have any hitmen watching on the programme this morning, I don't think that if you hit other people accidentally, there's no bonus. You don't get any extra money or anything like that. In fact, I don't think you even get paid if you accidentally hit other people. So... But it don't seem such a bad thing. You made £20,000 to shoot someone. Anyway, that's what this programme, that's what this film is. So it's an ex-hitman who's given up. And he's owed a lot of money by people who used to employ him to do that job, you see. But they don't want to pay him. So now they've got someone to kill him. And it's very, very good. Really good. And there's some stars in it. I'm never sure of the stars' names in films. But certainly the fat bloke from Little Britain is in it. And he's very, very good. Very, very good indeed. It's worth watching. That's Polar on the Netflix at the moment. So that's what I watched yesterday afternoon. I had some of my campfire stew, the very spicy campfire stew after I came off stream yesterday. Last night's karaoke was a bit quiet. Disappointing with the numbers at the karaoke last night, but never mind. But I did get lots of presents and cards. And a box arrived by post and a card by post as well, which I'm going to read you in a moment after we've done a few messages, boys and girls. Okay, then I came back here, put the rest of my campfire stew. My mate calls it campfire stew. He doesn't like it. Too much spice. There's a whole packet of chilli in that and garlic as well. You may have noticed if anyone came up and spoke to me last night how much garlic there is in this thing. But I like it. It's got garlic, a little bit of cumin. I'm very careful putting cumin in. You put too much in and it blooming stinks. I'm sure that's what used to go wrong with my curries. I've tried to make 3 curries in the past and they've all turned out really smelling terrible. Nothing like the beautiful smell like when you go past the Indian boys who've got their own restaurants and places. Like beautiful smell comes out of there. Out of my slow cooker, I had to chuck it away. I had to chuck it away twice. So I'm very careful how much cumin to put in. There's a bit of coriander. And the hot stuff is the paprika. We've got Frank's hot sauce. We've got Royal Worcester sauce. And then there's the other stuff. Onions, peppers. I don't think I put any carrots in this time. Loads of tins of tomatoes. The tomato paste stuff. What's that called? The stuff in the tube. Oh, that wouldn't come out properly. I don't think I made the hole big enough. you unscrew the thing and then you turn it around and push the thing to make it. I don't think the hole was big enough. That wasn't coming out properly. And you put it all in the slow cooker and just leave it for 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, whatever you want, on low. Wonderful. The only thing is, once you've cooked it, you can't put it straight in the freezer. So you have to let it out for hours, actually. Leave it in the thing, and then I went to work, come back again, and I wore my little glass dishes out. I always use glass ones for going in the freezer. I used to use plastic, but they stain so easily, don't they? Isn't it awful? You're just nasty. And I mean, they're clean, but they've stained and they look dirty. So I always use glass ones now, which never stain. But the only thing is, of course, the tops of the glass dishes that you put in the freezer, they stain because they're plastic. So you can't win, really, unless you use that cling filmy stuff, which I can never get on with that. Oh, it goes all over the place, that stuff, doesn't it? It sticks to everything else other than that. And then you put it in the freezer, and if you're lucky, it's cooled down enough. If you're unlucky that it hasn't cooled down enough, you haven't noticed, and the alarm goes off on the freezer. Beep, beep, beep. And it don't go off immediately. Oh, no. No, it waits until you've been in bed for 2 hours, and then you can hear it, just in the background. beep, 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 beep. And you try and annoy it, don't you? You try and ignore it. Like a smoke alarm with the batteries going. Now, have you got a smoke alarm in your house? Let me ask you this question. When does the battery go? When does it start bleeping like every 3 minutes once? Beep. 3 minutes passed. I could wait 3 minutes if you... No, I'll do it. Beep. Beep. When does it do that? The only time it does that is 4 o'clock in the morning when you're in bed. Absolutely. And which one is it? I mean, here, I'm a bit careful. I'm a bit careful with smoke alarms and security and things like that. I have a smoke alarm in every single room in here. And let me tell you, when you just hear one beep every 3 minutes, you don't know what one it is. I mean, you're hoping that it's not the one in the loft, okay? Which, if it bleeped during the daytime, you wouldn't hear that one, would you? You wouldn't hear that one going in the loft. But you do hear the one at night time. You absolutely hear it at night time. The slightest noise, a cat outside fighting or doing the other things that cats do at night. Don't they make a lot of noise when they're doing that? Fur everywhere, dear. The only time you hear a smoke battery alarm going is at 4 o'clock in the morning when you're in bed and it's not the one nearest to you. And you come out of your bedroom. Oh, which one is it? Okay. When did it last bleep? About a minute and a half ago. Okay, so I'll just stand here. Then you open all the doors in the house and you stand in the middle of the landing, hoping to discover, just by listening, which one it is. Why don't they put a little light in there? So that as soon as it starts, the light comes on. Oh, no. No, you've got to discover where that bleep is coming from at 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh, I don't want to do this now. You go back to bed. Oh, I'll probably be able to sleep. No, you ain't going to be able to sleep. Not until you've found out which battery it is. And you're standing there, and then you beep. Ah, there it is. Which one was that? I think it was the one in that room. So then you go down to that room. Right? It's a long house. And you're now standing underneath the smoke alarm that you think has just bleeped. So when did that happen? 20 seconds ago. Okay, so I've just got to stand here for 3 minutes until it bleeps again. And you're standing there. It's now 10 past 4 in the morning, you know. Beep. Oh, it's not that one. And you go to every other room. This can go on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. I've got 8 smoke alarms here, one of which is in the loft. You know what one it's going to be, don't you? It won't be the one in any of the rooms. So once you've stood in every single room waiting to hear this bleep, and you still hear it, and you haven't found out which one, it can only be one other. The one in the loft. 4:45 in the morning now. Out comes the ladder. Now, we don't have a problem here with neighbours' sounds. These houses are fairly well built. Not like the Legoland houses that some of you live in. You know, the brand new houses. The ones where you go in there, someone gives you an address. Okay, yeah, it's number 27 Poolside Avenue. So you go into this new house, it's 27. Which house is it? Oh, you can't miss it. We're about third one along. And you look, and every single house looks exactly the same. Why, oh why, anyone would want to live in one of those awful, ghastly modern housing developments, I do not know. And they're all the same. Barratt homes, Lang homes, Wimpy homes, they all look exactly the same. Every single house looks the same. You can't, if you've got a modern house, you can't say to someone, yeah, it's the one with the pink walls and it's got a row of little gnomes outside, because people don't bother to personalise them either. They just buy this little Lego house and they move, and that's it. And then there's the grass. Wonderful to have a modern house. I mean, you can cut the grass in about 3 seconds. So easy. But try laying on the grass with more than 2 people. Not possible, dear. Awful modern houses. Do you think they've got smoke alarms already fitted in them? Yeah, it's the third one along. You can't miss it. And you go, every single house looks the same. Not possible to find that house. Never mind. So that was my my smoke alarm story there. To do with the freezer. The freezer's got an alarm on it, so if the temperature drops, it starts bleeping. You can't sleep with that on either. And that does sometimes happen. You put it in, you think it's cooled down enough. You're so, oh, it's a little bit warm, probably be all right. No, it won't. You'll put it in there, and 2 hours later, the freezer alarm will start going off. Most annoying, but it's all done now, so there we are. Right, let's read some of your messages this morning on this Tuesday, the 5th of February, 2018. Let's have a look. Lots of birthday messages. Thank you so much for those. I'm going to open my cards and gifts right in front of you this morning. I have no idea what's in those bags at all, so I shall have a look at those. First message of the morning looks like it comes in from Gustav. Good morning, Gustav. Morning. Morning to you. Hello to Paul Gallagher, Mark Cording, Stewart. Good morning, Stewart, who says you nearly got the bus pass. Happy birthday. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, Stewart. Wolfgang is in the house. My very, very, very good friend from Germany. I haven't seen you for a couple of years now. He used to come along to a couple of the karaokes that I used to work at in central London in Marble Arch. And he's been to Central Station once or twice, I think, as well over the years. So good morning to you, Wolfgang. Thank you. Hello to Christina Ewing, Katie Ann Patterson. Good morning. Kim Witt is in the house, as is Philip Dove, Andy, Diane, Jeb, Stafford. It's Mr. Blakey. Good morning to you, Blakey. Mari is in the house. Morning, Mari. You lovely lady. Diane, Jeb, Trevor Campbell. Morning. Dominic Heasler. Morning, Dominic. Hello to Weird City Citizen, who got a lucky as notification. Oh, well, you didn't get notification this morning. Has that stopped working again, is it? Oh, you can't win, can you? 1 minute it's working, then it's not. Hello to my friend in Australia, William Broughton. Now, you posted something the other day. Something quite old, possibly from 1995. I'm just trying to think what it was now. And it resounded with me for some reason. And I meant to send you a message. I can't remember what it was now, William. Oh gosh, it was a picture, and you were. Where was this now? I'll have to look at your timeline and have a look later. All right. Hello to Shania, who says you sing to everyone else, so you might as well sing to yourself. I sing to myself all the time, Shania. I've told you before. I conduct and sing to entire orchestras while I'm hurtling along in my starship, travelling at warp 5 towards the London vortex, as I do a couple of times. I should be going to London later. I think we're going to London anyway. I'm not sure. My mate's taking me out for afternoon tea this afternoon, and I don't know where we're going. And he said, do you want to know where I said, no, I don't want to know. It's a surprise. It's a surprise. We do like a surprise. You know, any moment now, I'm expecting a knock at the door and to be surprised by a group of scaffolders around about the age of 30 years old who want to come in and possibly use my shower. I'm hoping that that's going to happen today. Morning, Shania. Don't tell Father David. Morning to Michael Pullman. Morning, Michael. Also in Australia. Hoan is there. Morning to you. Morning. Michelle White is in the house. She is the owner of Waitrose. She's done so well, Michelle White. She started on the till as a young girl. Then she became a supervisor, then a manager, then an area manager. Then she was manager of all the Waitroses, and then she got paid so much money, she just bought Waitrose. Fantastic. And you know when you go in some other supermarkets, and it has to be said, a supermarket that I frequent, Aldi, where I have seen with my own eyes fights in there. I have seen a fight in Aldi once. And the fight was because someone took someone else's place in the queue. 2 blokes fighting. Oh, that's not the funniest part of it. That's not the funniest part of it. So these 2 blokes started fighting at the till. And one of the till operatives, I don't know what you call it, one of the cashiers, come round. You thought she was going to sort it out. Great big girl, who had the best intention. She came running round Remember, there are children in the store as well. Actually, you don't see many children in Aldi. I've got to admit, you don't see many children in Aldi. But she came running around. He said, "What you two do? Can't you see there's effing kids in here? Stop it!" That is Aldi, my friends. Mind you, they're not the worst people. Oh my God. If you want to see some really awful people, go to Asda in Boston. That is an experience. It really is. Do not bring your mobile phone into Asda in Boston. It'll be ripped out your pocket and you won't even know about it. That's really dodgy in there. I've never seen anything like it. Asda in Boston. Anyone who's ever been in there will know exactly what I mean. It's a wonderful shop. Everything's in there. You don't need to go anywhere else. But the customers, God's sake, and there's an Aldi down the road. It's not as bad as Asda. It's not. Let's have a look. Juan, I clock blocks of 4 years. What? I clock blocks of 4 years, much like seniors that had graduated from high school, waiting with the dread of unknowns of 4 years of college life. A waste of time going to college or university. Don't make me laugh. These people, they're so important, aren't they? The millennials. Oh, we've been to university. I know. And you're much more intelligent than me. And they're like, yeah, we are. You are. You're so clever. Have you got many of those, what do they do there? A-levels? I don't even know what they do at university. Is it A-levels? And things like that. And what have you got? Oh, I've got the physics. And what are you studying now? Oh, the history of Star Trek. Oh, right, okay. You're very, very intelligent, aren't you? Really intelligent. Yes, I'm very, very intelligent. How much money are you earning? What? How much money are you earning? Oh, well, I've got a job at McDonald's. Right, okay. That's it, is it? Yeah, but I've got all these degrees and I can do this, and that. Oh, yeah, fantastic. Fantastic. You've learned lots and lots from a book. How are your social skills? Do you know how to talk to people? What do you mean? Well, if I told you a joke now, would you get it? Well, maybe not. No, okay, go away. Go away. Waste of time going to university. Unless, of course, you want to be a doctor or a vet or a nuclear scientist or perhaps a politician. Politicians go to university. I think some of them do. I think it's a complete and utter waste of time. I really do. Sit there. Oh, good morning, everyone. Here are your notes today. Take notes. I'm going to start reading out that. Oh, God, how boring is that? And what do you owe now? You've just been to university. Oh, okay. How much do you owe? What do you mean? How much do you owe now? Oh, about £75,000. I cannot imagine ever having left school and owing £75,000 plus. Because that's what they owe, you know. Once they've come out of that, you've wasted their time at university, gone to work in McDonald's. Not that there's anything working with McDonald's, but you would think with all those qualifications you get something else. No, they end up in McDonald's, in Sainsbury's, in Tesco's, all jobs. And if you've got a job, all well and good. But wouldn't you think £75,000 later and 4, 5, 6 years going into a college, writing down notes, you might have had something a little bit better than that? I've always said, you know, if you work at McDonald's or Sainsbury's or wherever, fantastic. You have got a job. I'm impressed. I am impressed. Whatever your job, if you've gone out there and found the job, sweeping the streets, handing out flyers, putting things through a checkout, cleaning windows, if you've got any job of any description whatsoever, I'm impressed. If you're one of those lazy bastards who sit there on the phone to councils and whoever, you know, this benefit office here, trying to get your unemployment benefit because you're too bone idle to go and get a job, not impressed, please don't talk to me. There's a lot of people over the country. Oh, we can't get a job. There are no jobs here. Excuse me. My nephews and my niece live up north in an area where there are no jobs. They became self-employed and did their own thing. And they're all doing very well, thank you. Peter Lake, good morning to Peter. Morning. And Ice Baby, good morning to you, Peter. Thank you. Maureen is in the house. Good morning, Maureen. And good morning. Peter says, I like your blue happy birthday from Peter Lake in Woodhall Spa. Good morning, Peter. Morning to Tommy Flynn. 56 today I am, Tommy. 56 I am this morning. All right. Michelle, Audi, what is he doing with Audi? I'll be having words with him. Yeah, that's my mate. He does go to Audi, Michelle. You see, what my mate does is he tries to make himself always sound better than someone else, which is why my name comes up quite often and they say, oh yeah, he goes to Audi shop. Well, I have never hid that, you see. You see, what you'll get with me, Michelle, is someone who is as he appears. I will tell you. I won't try and hide. There are no little secrets here. None of this, it's our little secret. Now, who said that to me once? I can't remember now. There's none of this, our little... I'll just tell you how it is. Whereas he sneakily goes into Audi. Yes? Oh, yes, 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 yes. He'll probably tell you that he only goes in there for the cat food because his cats like Audi. Incidentally, my mate's cat, the one who had the brain tumour removed, it was very angry. Like, he sent me a video. Actually, I've got it on here. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see my mate's cat video? 1 minute. I'll put it on here. Hang on a minute. I've got it on the WhatsApp thing. Where is it now? I've got to be careful what I show you on my WhatsApp. People send me stuff. I don't look for it. I was sent last night a picture of some lads mucking around on a tube train. You may have seen the story in the paper. It's shocking. Here we go. Oh, why would it? Yeah. This cat, hang on a minute. This cat was not happy yesterday. Look. Yeah, bite him. Bite him. Not a happy cat yesterday. I learned, even my cat, she got really upset a couple of times. Not because of anything I did, but she was really angry. And I learned that when a cat's really angry, you've got to leave it alone. Do not try and pacify it or bring it over onto your side. They are and that cat was fuming last night. Absolutely fuming. You've got to leave it alone. Walk away, come back a little bit later, half hour later, and it'll be fine. Okay. Thank you, Dave Anthony. Much appreciated to you. Vincent. Good morning to Vincent. Morning to you, sir. Let's have a look. Weird City Citizen. If you shot Gemma, she may pop and fly off like a balloon. This is from my nephew and his family, incidentally. I had an early birthday party because I'm not up in Lincolnshire at the moment. Last week, and they got me a balloon, and she made me a cheesecake. Oh, it was delicious. This cheesecake. Oh my God, that's still in the fridge in Lincolnshire. I've just realised I haven't had that other bit of cheesecake. So it's going to be 2 months before I see that again. It's in the fridge. Do you think it'll be all right? Oh, excuse me. I do like a bit. Do you like cheesecake? Oh, delicious. We used to put candles on the top and everything. It was lovely. Really, really nice. Morning to Brendan. Morning to you. Freezing in Norfolk on the Norfolk Broads. We'll keep warm. Get one of those mobile gas heaters. They're fantastic, they are. Hello to Christopher Ireland, who said they would have to pay us all to take out GC. Just hope she fades out very soon. More drama than Queens. That's not going to fade out. How can something that size fade out? Christopher, please. Good morning to Right Side Up on Vaughan Live. Morning to you. Okay, Jess. Hello, Jess. Jess Francis, the best bar lady ever who worked in the Golden Lion. Good morning to you, Jess. Okay, Andrew Hunt. Thank you to Ace Broadcaster. Is that me? Broadcaster. Katie says, my smoke alarm is electric and battery. Oh, yours is wired in, is it? Yeah, none of mine are wired in. They're all battery ones. I suppose they didn't have smoke alarms when they built these places. This place was... I don't know, around about early 80s, I think this place was bought there. Andy, my carbon monoxide detector does that, Chris. It's a right pain. Yeah, I've got one of those here. I've got 2 in the caravan because of the mobile gas heater. They can be a bit prone to chucking off carbon monoxide if they're not working properly. So I've actually got 2 in the caravan of those things. And then they're up on the ceiling. There was a little bit of a discrepancy with various different people, actually, on where to put carbon monoxide detectors. Should you put them on the ceiling or down low on the wall? Some bloke was, one of my friends actually, was insistent that you had to put them low down. But the instructions that came with the smoke alarm told me to put them on the ceiling, so they're up there. Hello to Tim Beckett. Good morning, Tim. Dominique lives in an apartment and fire alarm battery always dies, and never mind. And it's always 3 a.m. and I can't do anything about it. 3 a.m. in the morning. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're in a flat, in particular, if it's like a conversion house, you know, when someone's bought a... Oops, just dropped my card. Hang on. If someone's bought a big house and converted it into flats, one of the smoke alarms go in there, and that's a nightmare because you don't know what flat it is. And in the middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning, it's dead quiet. You can hear everyone's smoke alarm, can't you? Dear me. Where does it say 2019? Oh, just a minor thing that is. Good morning to JP is in the house. Good morning to JP. Adam, I've got hundreds of messages coming here at the moment. I've got like 125 messages to deal with on the message, so I can't... There's too many messages coming in for me to deal with at the moment. Boston, that's right. Boston in the UK is where you don't want to go. Asda in Boston, okay? Katie, my sister is a teacher. She's got lots of loans. Oh, it's terrible. Terrible, it really is. JP, they don't pay it back until they get over a certain amount. Well, yeah, maybe so, JP, but they still owe it. They still owe the money. It's all very well saying, yeah, oh, well, they don't pay that back until they earn so much. I didn't have any loans. There was nothing to pay back when I left school. Do you see what I mean? The fact that they haven't got to pay it back until they go over a certain amount. What you're telling me they're not going to miss that money coming out of their account? Of course they are. I think it's terrible. A complete and utter waste of time going to university. Too many people are going to university who shouldn't be going. Ridiculous. And that's bloody Tony Blair's fault. He keeps popping his bleeding ugly face up every few weeks, doesn't he? Brexit. Oh, the latest Brexit crap. I can't believe it. This business going on with, is it Nissan or Toyota? Nissan, they were going to build a car here. No. And a lot of people, because of Brexit, they're pulling out. Nothing to do with that. Diesel cars. No one wants diesel cars anymore. I believe the diesel car purchasing is down this year 30%. No one wants a diesel car. We were told they're bad for the environment, so people have stopped buying them. Guess what type of car they were going to build at Nissan? Yes, correct, diesel. That's the reason. Nothing to do with Brexit at all. Good morning to Glenda, wishing me a happy 21st birthday this morning. Morning, Glenda. Lily is in the house. Morning, Lily. Welcome to lovely Lily. Paul Godhill. Good morning, Paul. Joanna's in the house. Morning, Joanna, over on the YouTube. Nathan White. Can I buy the couch you're sitting on, please? There is no couch. It's a bloody chair. Look, dear. It's a chair. Chair. What on earth makes you think I'm sitting on a couch? I find it very difficult to get comfortable on a couch. I don't know why. I've got a lovely couch downstairs from John Lewis and one up in the caravan, which was already there. Lovely thing it is. And I find it very difficult to get comfortable sitting down, doing nothing or watching the telly. Unless it's a real gripping television programme like Dynasty or Star Trek. 2 documentaries that are on Netflix every week. Absolutely. I'll have to scroll right down here. We're not keeping... Gustav said that was a very angry-looking pussy. He's not happy at all. And other times he can look quite content just laying in it. He's the one that had the operation. Nathan, do you get paid for this? No. What on earth made you think I'd get paid for this, Nathan? You must be... Who would pay me to do this? To sit here and talk rubbish for an hour a day? Answer? No one. No one. Juan, carbon monoxide ought to be placed in cellars or basements, really close to furnaces or sources of energy. Yes, mine is directly above. I have one directly above the mobile gas heater and another one in the same room, actually. All right. John said, JP says, everyone's blaming Brexit for everything. Oh, I mean, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. And McDonald's and KFC are going to run out of food, are they? And well, perhaps people will start eating more healthily then, won't they? Good. Christ. Some of these messages, I'm really sorry, I'm just going to get missed out. I'm not coping at all today. Thank you so much for all these messages this evening. It's very, very kind of you to say so. Let's just scroll down. See if I can... Sometimes they don't always come up in the same place either. Oh, gosh. There's a load here. Actually, there's a load here that hasn't come up. Dr. SOS Gregorian, good morning to you, sir. Morning. My cat doesn't do that. He's all alone with me and he's been neutered 5 days ago. You'd think he'd be angry, wouldn't you? Morning to Amir. Thank you very much, Amir. Jill Round. Good morning, Jill. Laura. Hello, Laura. Happy birthday. Thank you, Laura. All right, sweetheart. Bernadette is in the house. Good morning, Bernadette. Ian Rayner. Good morning, Ian. I don't want to try not to miss anyone out here. Paul Godhill. John True. Morning, John. Morning, Mr. Reardon. Hello, John True. One of my favourite karaoke people of all the time. Jason J. Bob. Good morning, Jason. His missus works in the pub. Morning to you. Kathy Conquest Forsyth Smith. I love that name. Morning, Kathy. Trevor Lloyd in the house. Morning, Trevor. Ben Naser as well. Good morning, Ben. And there we are. Okay, right. The private messages are just too many of me to sort of go through those at the moment. Sorry about that, gang. You can always text in as well if you want. The text numbers up there. 07551 259 675. All those come through, okay? 07551 259 675. Now, so let's see what people have bought me and sent me today. First of all, I want to read. I don't know who this card is from here. Now, where's that card now? Oh, there it is. This came to the pub. The pub lets me use the address to send stuff. I can't give out my own address there. You'd all be turning up here, wanting cups of tea and things like that. So I think it's a birthday card. Let me just... Don't want to... Oh, no money in there. Never mind. Now, who's this one from here? It says, happy birthday. Have a great day filled with all you enjoy. And there's a beautiful train. I do like train. That's a mallard. I believe that's called a mallard. Look, isn't that beautiful, that train? I'm a great fan of electric trains. I don't have a layout myself, but certainly as a child, for my 16th birthday, I've got it over here, actually. 1 minute. Here we are. This was my favourite ever Christmas present for my 16th birthday, an electric train set. And this, my friends, is the actual engine that came with the set. This is a Princess Victoria. Okay, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Got its little bogey wheels there. Bogey wheels, beautiful. And it hasn't been running around on a track for some time now. That's just how it is, really. So that I know what that is. That is a mallard. And it's, who's this from? Dear Chris, happy birthday. Thank you for entertaining us daily via United Kingdom Talk. Have a lovely day from Vectis, Shania and Callum on the Isle of Wight. Thank you very much. Much appreciated you sending cards like that. I've got a few bits and pieces to open up this morning. This one's nice. All in different colours. Red and yellow and green and blue. Kathy says, my warden just said don't go out today. It's too cold. Kathy is in a home for the bewildered. Kathy, I don't think Kathy knows what's going on most of the time, do you, darling? Join the club. Oh, no money again. To Chris, that's from Ray Reynolds. Look at all the lovely colours. Some of the effort people go to make you feel nice and that. Look, all the different colours there. Thank you, Ray Reynolds, who bought me. And actually, you can't see it. You've got to look for that. He bought me the blue orchid into the pub last night. Isn't that lovely? It's over there. It's a little bit sort of disguised. What's the word? camouflaged among all the blue that we've got on the winter background at the moment. So thank you very, very much for that, Ray. Much appreciated. Cards coming here. Good morning, Shirag. Good morning, Shirag. You all right, darling? I met Shirag in the Black Cap years and years ago, didn't I? Lovely. This one, don't seem to be any checks or any money in any of these. Very disappointing. Let's have a look who this one's from. What's that got on? It's a picture of meerkats. Meerkats in the band. That's from Maureen. What a lovely card that is. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Meerkats. Meow. They don't look angry, do they? Not like my mate's cat. Thank you. Hello to Danny Cowen. Morning, Danny. My Irish friend Danny. You'd know Danny's voice. He's one of the announcers on E4. Yes. He's got an Irish accent. That's Danny. Whenever you go on to E4 and you hear an Irish accent, that's my mate Danny, who I haven't seen for some years now. He got me the job on Liberty Radio. I used to do an overnight radio show on Liberty Radio in London, 1999 to 2000 it was. And Danny got me that job, and it was fun. I loved it. 2 till 6:30 in the morning I used to do. Oh, it was tiring. I was so busy then. Busy. I've got a much easier life now, I tell you. 3 nights a week, that's all I want to do. Birthday wishes here from David. That's one of the customers in Central Station. Picture of a bear on there. Thank you, David. Excuse me. And there's another little card here. Let's see. This is a big card as well. Friends are there to care and share. Look, it's a 3D card. Look, 3D, dear, 3D. And I think that's from Maureen as well. Maureen sends me 2 cards usually. I don't know why, but that's a nice thing to do. To a very special friend, wishing you a happy birthday. There we are. Isn't that lovely? I like the pictures. Maureen, you choose some absolutely lovely cards. Where's the other one gone? Look at Maureen's. Aren't they beautiful cards that Maureen chooses? Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful cards. Thank you, Maureen. Very, very kind indeed. Juan says, my brother's son, Lucien, loves trains since Lucien was a toddler. Now he is a very intelligent, going on 14 years of age at the end of March 2019. Oh, I'm glad he likes trains, because it's not really... I don't think electric trains and cars, as they were for me when I was a child and my sort of age group then, they were very, very popular items, electric trains and cars. Now, I'll be honest, I've never seen anyone walk out of a toy shop with a train set. No, I haven't seen that for years. Or a Scaletrix. Do you remember those? Now, who had one of those? Some of my friends, generally more people had Scaletrix than electric trains. Yeah, and I knew a few people with Scaletrix. Oh, he does Channel 4 as well. Oh, do you really? Oh, hang on a minute. Let's play something for Danny. Just a moment. I'll get in trouble for this, Danny. You know that. Danny's a Channel 4 announcer now. You have got on the ladder, dear. You've gone up the... If you ever get onto the BBC, please, can you ask them to bring back the Globe? I'm going to stop watching the BBC. I mean, it all went wrong when they started one of those puffy little balloons flying all over the place. What's all that about? Balloons. Bring back the Globe, dear. We need to see the Globe. Let's have a look. Let me play you something, Danny. I know that you will appreciate this. Millennials won't have a clue what this is, but here we go, especially for Danny. I love it! All right, Danny. Channel 4 announcer. I never knew that. You have gone up the ladder, dear. Where are you going to next? You know what I wanted to do, Danny, as a job? I wanted to be an announcer, the same as the job you're doing. That's true. As a boy, sort of 16, I was obsessed with the bits between the programmes. Not the programmes, the voice behind the Globe. And the in-vision continuity announcers on ITV. I wanted to be a Thames television announcer. That's a job I wanted to do. Funnily enough, I've become friends with one of the continuity announcers, Tom Edwards, who I was kind of introduced to by my friend Ray Reynolds. And I went up to meet him months ago now, and we've become very, very good friends. That's a job I wanted to do, but of course it doesn't exist anymore. You know, sit down. Very good morning to you, and welcome to Thames on this Monday morning, where we'll be starting at 9:30 with our programmes for schools and colleges. First of all, here's a news update. And then they used to look down, didn't they? Because there was a little screen in front of them there. Well, actually, Tom didn't look down. He looked straight at the camera all the time. But Philip Elsmore, who's in his 80s now, who seems to have disappeared, no one's seen him. Although he made an appearance on Casualties some years ago, he's kind of disappeared away from sort of all that sort of scene and all that business. So, good morning to you. JP, Rod Stewart has a massive train set. Does he really? Well, I didn't know that. It takes up most of his tours. Sorry, takes it on most of his tours, booking a suite for it to be set up. Is that a fact? Wow. Oh, good on him. Good on him. Rod Stewart and his train set. I love it. We need to see that. We need to see Rod Stewart's train set. Absolutely. Morning to Sky. Hello, Sky. Another one of our lovely karaoke singers. Such a nice person. We've got a lot of lovely people this morning. Phoebe Lace is in the house. Morning, Phoebe. Julian Clark there in foreign lands. Morning, Julian. And a very happy birthday to you. Soon be an OAP soon. I've got lots of my friends will be able to advise me once I become an OAP. I know so many people over the age of 50 now. Isn't it funny when you're sort of 20, you don't want to talk to people at 50, do you? But we want to talk to the 20-year-olds. All right, let's open some more. Now, Non-Irish Mary turned up last night, which I'm great appreciation was. It's not easy for her to come out these days, but she's given me a big bag of stuff. And I have no idea what this is, so I thought I'd open this in front of you. I thought she might be there this morning. My guess is she's having a little bit of a sleep there, so we'll open these things here. Let's see what we've got here. Look at it. Look how she does it. All lovely wrapped. You see, I give out presents, and I must admit, I tend to give them in the carrier bag in which they came. I can't be bothered to do all the wrapping and all that, but she's wrapped all this. Now, what's this? Oh, is this a new jacket? Oh, it's a Hawaiian shirt. Well, we must try this on, dear. It's a Hawaiian... Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, my God. Isn't that wonderful and hideous? I love brightly coloured, hideous items. Thank you, Mary. Look at this. We'll be wearing that on the show, possibly in the summer, that one. We might hold on to that until the summer. What else is in my bag here? I've got a big box here as well to open. That's been sent. I don't know where from. We'll have a look in a minute. It's a box. It's an 80s wig. Oh, let's try this on. Oh no, it's that bleeding plastic. What's it called? The one that you cut your hand on when you're opening. Oh, hang on. No, I've got it open. There we are. Open. An 80s wig. Let's pull that out carefully. Hang on a minute. How do I put this on then? Oh, it's got care instructions. Oh, there we are. Like that, I suppose. Is that like a hairnet there or something? Now, what way does it go on? Is it that one? Oh, yeah. I think I should change my dating app profiles with this picture of this wig on. Perhaps I should adjust the hair a little bit like that. Is that doing anything for me? What do you reckon, gang? Now, I know that you won't lie to me. Should I go out like this to my afternoon tea this afternoon? I might need to adjust it a little bit. Let's have a look there. Which way? I don't know what way it goes, actually. Is it like... Oh, is it... Ah! Is that better? Does that kind of... Does it... Now, be honest. Does it look like a wig? Does it look like a wig, or does it sort of look like part of my natural hair? I want you to be honest. Be honest now. Mark says it suits me. Do you think so, Mark? Mark says it suits me. Good morning to Joshua. Morning, Joshua. What do you reckon? Gustav, that shirt matches your skin condition. I don't think you should be talking about skin conditions, Gustav. Do you? Have a little look in the mirror, lovey. Have a look in the mirror, dear. Weird Citizen, do the show with a wig on. I hope the screen cap uses for the YouTube video. Oh, do you know, I quite like this. I think, you know, what's better, that? And where's the front then? Throw away, do not eat. It says do not eat. Oh, that thing. Oh, that's the desiccant pack, isn't it? Desiccant pack. Do not eat. Shall I eat it and see what happens? No, maybe not. Not. Could be children watching. Oh, there's the labels at the back, so it must go on that way, I guess. Because we've got to do a makeup show at some point, you know. We're going to do a makeup. We're going to try putting makeup on. Yes. Thank you very much, Mary. It's more stuff in the bag, you know. Feels like a book. Yes. The Wonky Donkey. Hilarious internet sensation and bestseller. The Wonky Donkey. What's this about? Is there a prelude? Is there? Let's have a look. Is there an opening, a welcoming? I was walking down the road and I saw a donkey. Ee-aw, ee-aw. Oh, Mary. One more thing. Oh, this feels like another. I'm going to have to take this off. It's a bit hot. Blimey, Mary. How do you wear all those wigs when you're out? That's really made my head hot, that has. Dear me. It looks like another shirt. Oh, yes. It's another Hawaiian shirt. Gustav, this one may suit your skin condition more. Tommy Flynn says there was an Aussie comedian in the 1990s, Bob Down with the wig. You're his image. It's another Hawaiian shirt. Look at this. I've got all my summer wears. Oh! Not peacocks. What are they called? Flamingos. We like flamingos. I like flamingos. Thank you, Mary. All those wonderful things there. Look, I'll have to sort those out in a minute. When we go, JP, I used to wear a very expensive wig when I was your age from Wigmore Street, of all places in Soho. Is that right? You wore a wig. I know. You got to be yourself, John. Don't pretend to be anyone else. Do you know what I mean? I in my 20s, I tried to be someone else, and it doesn't work. It really doesn't work. Joanna says, I think the wig is gorgeous. Not. Blakey, it's still got the name on it. I'm sure it has. JP, wear it, he says. Wear it. Oh, gosh. I don't know. Ray Reynolds says Huey Green had a huge model railway set too. I didn't know that. Did you? Didn't know that at all. Good morning, Diana. Hello, Diana. All right, sweetheart. And Rob Henry is in the house as well. Good morning to you, Rob. Right, one more thing to open then. A box. And then I've got to get ready. I'll do other people's birthdays as well. I've got to get ready to go out. I think my mate's coming around about 11:30. I'm sure he said about 11:30 this morning. So I've got to go and have a shower and get ready. He don't let me get into his car unless I've had a shower. He's going to get a Mini. He's getting a Mini, my mate. And not for me, I'm afraid. I said to him last night, I'm not getting in that. I mean, if you get shunted up the rear end, I just don't think you'd have much room, would you? But it's up to him, you know, it's his car. Not for me, a Mini. Far too small. Never get around. So we've got this box here. And bless his heart, one of the bar staff, this came to Central Station last night. One of the bar staff said to me, he said, I don't know what it is, but I think it's come from a designer outlet called Hermes. So it might be something quite expensive. And he was quite serious. And I said, Hermes? And he said, yeah, is it a designer outlet or something like that? I said, no, that's the delivery company, dear. He said, oh, is it? I said, yeah, like DHL. Emily, let's see what's in here. I've no idea who this is from. Shall I open the card first or look at the thing first? Let's have a look. Yes, I remembered him well. Thank you, Tommy. Right, here we go. Ray Reynolds, Bob Down is a mate of William in Oz. I don't know Bob Down. Don't know him. Comedian, though. Oh, look. Oh, I say, what? It is from John Lewis. It's from John Lewis. Oh, don't you love doing that? What's this? Hot chocolate. Wow, in a little tin. That looks nice, doesn't it? Hot chocolate. What else is in here? And Buckingham Palace salted caramel and milk chocolate biscuits. But I don't know who it's from. There's no card. 1 minute. Let's see if there's anything on there. There's no card. I don't know who that is from. Unless it's from the person that sent me a card with an address on it. That was from Vector, Shania and Callum. I don't know who that's... I have no idea who that... There's no card in it. I don't know if you... Whoever sent that, I don't know if you put a little message on there to say, you know, this is going to be from... But there's nothing on the box at all, so I don't know who you are. Whoever sent these, thank you very much. From John Lewis as well. From John Lewis as well. Thank you very much for that. As it's from John Lewis, I don't know. I could guess who it's from, but that wouldn't be very fair, would it? No, I'm not going to guess who it's from in case I'm wrong. But thank you very much for that. That's a really, really lovely gift, as well as everything else that's been given to me yesterday. And the cards that come for the post. Thank you so much. It's really, really kind of you. I'm very, very, very impressed. Thank you very much. Weird City Citizen said it's from me. Are you sure? Are you sure, Weird City Citizen? There's no message on there or inside whatsoever, my friend. Is that really from you? It just says van. No mention of a drop on there at all. Well, if it is from you, thank you very much. That's very, very kind of you to send that, Weird Citizen. What a lovely thing to do. Thank you very much. You are kind. Kind people. That's what you are. Kind people. Right. Let's do today's birthdays, boys and girls. If you sent a private message, I'll have to come to those throughout the day. There's like 100 odd messages there for me to try and go through with the private messages, I'm afraid. So I won't be able to do all that this morning. I'll try and go through those while I'm in the car on my way to London a little bit later on, all right, my darlings? But birthdays today... Hang on a minute. Is there any other birthdays today? Not according to this. Am I the only one today? Surely not. 5th of February. Here we go. Today's birthdays. Righty-ho. Who's sharing that? Who's lucky enough to share their birthdays with me? 43 years old this morning is Marygrace Andoy Cabrera. Good morning to you. Happy birthday. Owen Tate's birthday this morning. Good morning, Owen. Aubrey Dobson. Happy birthday to Aubrey. And Mark Anthony Hobbs is today 41 years old. Happy birthday, boys and girls. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. There you go. Happy birthday to you all. Back to normal tomorrow. Thank you ever so much for joining us on my little birthday show this morning. I must get in that shower now and get ready for today's outing. Wherever we're going to afternoon tea. I don't know if it's in London or outside London or anywhere. It's a little surprise for me. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. I know. I want you. Thanks for watching and listening. I'll see you again tomorrow morning. Have a lovely day and thanks ever so much for all your lovely messages and presents. Bye-bye now.